Limerence is defined by an uncertainty. You don't know whether they return your affection, and you don't know whether they ever will. And this uncertainty creates anxiety. And as a way to cope, your brain turns towards rumination. You don't know whether they like you back. You don't know whether they'll ever like you back. So you start ruminating. You start analyzing every situation, every twist that happens in the relationship, every interaction, obsessively analyzing every little bit of information that you get, trying to predict the future. And in ruminating, you're trying to find some sense of certainty. You're trying to figure out, is this going to work? Are we going to be together? Are they going to realize I'm the perfect person for them? You're trying to solve the puzzle of them. How do they feel about you? And here's the rough thing. Rumination feeds the limerence. Every time you replay a memory, you get a little dopamine hit. Every time you dissect and analyze a text from them, you're fueling the uncertainty. And that's where limerence really thrives. You're essentially making yourself more limerent because you're deepening that sense of uncertainty, that sense of unease, that sense of wanting to know more. And you're reinforcing the neural pathways in your brain that support this obsession. You're making it stronger and more automatic. Limerence provides emotionally charged material for your brain to obsess over. The uncertainty, the unknown. And rumination reinforces that emotional dependency and keeps you from moving on. It's a closed loop. One thing feeds the other. Breaking free of limerence then isn't about magically stopping your thoughts, stopping your feelings. It's about starving limerence from its fuel source, your own rumination.
All right, so how do we actually do this? I like the metaphor of starving the limerence. So many of us try to fight the limerence, to push it out, to change our way of thinking. And I think the idea of starving it represents a crucial mindset shift because so many of us try to fight limerence, to force ourselves to stop feeling this way and to feel deep shame about this obsession. We try to force ourselves to think a different way. And as you might guess, fighting your own mind is an exhausting, losing battle. You can't think your way out of this with the same obsessive brain that got you into it. So we need a different strategy. We're not going to fight. We're going to defuel. We're not going to try and fight the fire with force. We're going to simply stop throwing logs onto it. And this shift from resistance to removal is incredibly empowering because it puts you back into control. Because you can't control when an intrusive thought about your limerent other pops into your head. You can't control what comes into your head, but you can control how you react to it. You can control whether you engage with that thought and then follow it down into a rabbit hole. You can control that.